Today, the nation celebrates the birth anniversary of Shyam Prasad Mukherjee. His personality has various facets. The most known facets are that he was the founder president of Bharatiya Janasangh, and also he laid down his life for the cause of unification of Kashmir. But for Shyam Prasad Mukherjee, Jammu and Kashmir would not have been a part of Bharat. Alongside, his unknown personality dimensions need to be explored. Take for instance the United Bengal movement that started in the late 40s in Bharat. Sharad Chandra Bose, younger brother of Subhash Chandra Bose, was carried away by a movement known as United Bengal. Now this is unknown chapter of a history of Bharat. Suhrawardi, the then premier of Bengal, mooted an idea that Bengalis should not join India or Pakistan but form a separate nation, a united Bengal. In fact, some of the leftists also supported this idea, saying that the Bengal, being a leftist inclined province, will become the first socialist republic of Asia. Now this was strongly opposed by Shyam Prasad Mukherjee. In fact, the ploy of Suhrawardi in this United Bengal movement was to isolate Hindus from the freedom struggle on the one hand. Secondly, to bring them to a united Bengal which had a Muslim majority. Once the Hindus were swayed away into this united Bengal, they were isolated from Bharat and could be easily manipulated, dominated and then destroyed. So this ploy was understood by the Hindu leadership, more prominently Shyam Prasad Mukherjee. Once he understood this nefarious design, he took the support of the saner elements within the left parties, also the Congress leadership. In fact, Bidhan Chandra Ray was an ardent follower of Shyam Prasad Mukherjee. He joined the Bengal League at that point in time under the leadership of Shyam Prasad Mukherjee, forgetting his political differences. In fact, many leftist leaders also joined the leadership of Shyam Prasad Mukherjee in opposing the United Bengal movement. In fact, Sharad Chandra Bose was he was isolated and he remained the only Hindu leader in the United Bengal movement, and Shyam Prasad Mukherjee forcefully and most logically demolished the idea of United Bengal. In fact, argument was advanced that Bengal is one of the most wealthiest provinces in those times, and once Bengal unites, the West and East Bengal unite, it can become one of the richest nations in Asia. This was a very attractive proposition. Many naive elements fell for this idea. But for the Shyam Prasad Mukherjee's greatest intervention, historic intervention, the Hindus of Bengal would have been butchered. So this is the historic contribution of Shyam Prasad Mukherjee for the united Bharat. Now, the second dimension which merits mention here is that from 1942 to 1953, Shyam Prasad Mukherjee was the president of Mahabodhi Society. In fact, his father was the founder president of Mahabodhi Society. Sir Ashutosh Mukherjee, a judge of the Calcutta High Court, was the first president of Mahabodhi Society. In fact, when Shyam Prasad Mukherjee took over the presidentship in 1942, one of the first tasks that he undertook was to convince the Hindu priests of Mahabodhi temple in Bodh Gaya to hand over the reins of the temple to Buddhists. In fact, he convinced the Hindu priests there that Buddhists around the world have great reverence for the Mahabodhi temple, and they must, in all fairness, to allow the Buddhists to worship in the temple and hand over the reins of the temple to the Buddhists. Now this historic intervention resulted in a peaceful handover of the reins of the Mahabodhi temple to the Buddhists. Now when he was the president of Mahabodhi Society, he was also the first industry minister of independent Bharat. Now during his tenure as the industry minister, he undertook relentless effort to take the relics of Moggallana and Sariputta, the first batch of greatest disciples of the Buddha, to various nations, Asian nations, the Buddhist nations. In fact, the relics were carried to Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, and the Buddhist population in those countries were so fascinated, and the reverence that they had for Buddha transformed into the reverence for Bharat. In fact, this is the historic contribution of Shyam Prasad Mukherjee to the unity and integrity of the nation and spreading its cultural heritage to various parts of the world. In fact, today, Shyam Prasad Mukherjee is being projected as a communal leader and a partisan leader, etc. But if you see the historical significance of his persona and the phenomenal contributions towards the unification of India and to the cause of cultural and spiritual unity of Bharat, you will be mesmerized by this persona. Today, let us remember him on his birth anniversary. Dhanyavad.